Susan here. Welcome back to my channel. I have another Dollar Tree book haul. I was in the Dollar Tree the other day and yeah, I found some more books. So, given that I got 4 before, and I'll link that here, I had to go and look again because things change, right? They get new things in all the time. I thought, okay, let's see what else they got for $1.25 a piece. So I came up with 6 of them this time. The first one is Empire of Time by Daniel Godfrey. And the blurb on this one says, for 15 years, the Romans of New Pompeii have kept the outside world at bay with the threat of using the Novus Particles device to alter time. Yet Decimus Horatius Paulus, once Nick Houghton, knows the real reason the Romans don't use the device for their own ends. They can't make it work without grisly consequences. That sounds interesting, doesn't it? Anyway, this is 462 pages long. And see, does it have a cover price? Should have a cover price somewhere here. It's going to be bigger. It's a big book. I can't seem to find the price on this one. Either way, $1.25. Great deal. I'll have to read that one for sure. The next book is The Assistants by Camille Perry. Okay. This one is about embezzlement. The back says, rule number 1, all important men have assistants. Rule number 2, men rule the world. Still. Rule number 3, there is enough money. There is so much money. This was the first novel from Camille Perry. She has worked as book editor for Cosmopolitan and Esquire magazines. She's also been a ghostwriter of young adult novels and a reference librarian. Okay. Perry wrote the first draft of The Assistants while working as an assistant to the editor-in-chief of Esquire. And I'll read you this. There's a little blurb at the back here. Conversation with Camille Perry. And it says, have you brought any of your own past work experience to the novel? I began this novel while I was working as the assistant to the editor-in-chief of Esquire magazine. One day while doing his expenses, I remembered that my student loan payment was due. Not wanting to forget to make the payment, I immediately logged onto my account, and when I saw those 2 windows open side by side on my computer, something clicked. It hit me how this debt that has been weighing me down for so many years was, in the larger scheme of things, particularly in the context of corporate money, relatively small. I thought, if only I weren't an honest person. And then I thought, well, what a great idea for a novel. So she turned it into a novel. I'm looking forward to reading this one. This one has a cover price of $22 Canadian. Again, $1.25. Okay, it is 273 pages long. So that's going to be interesting. The next one is Deep Silence, a Joe Ledger novel by Jonathan Mayberry. Now this one again is huge. It's big here. Hang on. Let me see. 468 pages. It has a cover price of $24.99 Canadian. And again, $1.25. I gotta love this. Terrorists for hire have created a weapon that can induce earthquakes and cause dormant volcanoes to erupt. One terrifying side effect of the weapon is that prior to the devastation, The vibrations drive ordinary people to suicide and violence. A wave of madness begins sweeping the country, beginning with the murder-suicide in Congress. Joe Ledger and his team have their mission cut out for them. Stop and find the terrorists at all costs. But this isn't like past missions. They will face bleeding-edge science weapons, ancient technologies, and danger so vast that Joe's team and the world may never be the same again. Looking forward to this one. That sounds interesting beyond. Now, the other 3 books that I got have more to do with learning than reading for like a story. The first here is Roget's Thesaurus, large print edition, is what they had. And that doesn't hurt me at all because, yeah, trifocal glasses, so yeah, large print is cool for me. Now, because I am planning on writing my memoir and I'm working on it, it is important to have like a thesaurus around, which is basically a dictionary of synonyms and antonyms. It's a way of saying the same thing differently. Just change things up a little bit and make it more interesting in my writing. So that's handy to have. I have a dictionary, and you can look up anything on the net, but it's handy to have something portable like that that doesn't require electronics. The next one is Work Less, Do More, the 14-Day Productivity Makeover by Jan Yeager, PhD. And this is going to be great for me because, yeah, there's lots to do. I have a house to run, and I have a YouTube channel, of course, and I have life outside this place. Lots of things that I am committed to that I could use some time management and productivity tips, okay? But this says, eliminate distractions, conquer email overload. Oh boy, do I have that. Run shorter, more effective meetings. I don't have meetings, but identify and avoid time wasters. I can really use that one. Facebook is a time suck. Did you know that? You sign on just to see what's happening, and 2 hours later it's like, oh, I should get to this. But this this book is Canadian cover price of $19.95, and again it's $1.25. But it's got some work pages in here that you can kind of work through the lessons and the tips and get a handle on what it means for you. And I'm looking forward to working with this one because I really could use some time management help. The last one that I got at Dollar Tree was Learning to Draw, Drawing to Learn by Joanna Nash. And this is particularly drawing portraits. $17.99 cover price. And it has, again, this has exercises as well, along with timing, like exercise 3, 20 minutes. Transposing the cartoon to a different format, you know, and it tells you what materials to use, and it gives you some ideas of how to do things. And I've always been interested in drawing and sketching. I have lots of sketchbooks, sketch pencils, I have pencil crayons, I have charcoal, I have pastels, I have all kinds of things. So having another book in my collection to help me expand on my art is great. And I'm hoping to get a lot out of this one. Now, the last book I have to share with you didn't come from Dollar Tree. This is a bonus because we also went to Value Village, and as you know, I look for books at Value Village. I have a lot of Value Village book scores videos too. Check my channel. This book I found at Value Village, and I just had to get it. It's Insurgent Collector's Edition. by Veronica Roth. Best-selling author of Divergent. One choice can destroy you. Now, husband and I have watched a couple of movies. One was Divergent, and one is Insurgent. And there's another one titled Allegiant that we have to find yet. But we really enjoy this series. She wrote all these books, Veronica Roth, but we've watched the movies, so I'm kind of interested to see how this book lines up with the movie Insurgent that we watched. And usually they're not the same at all. A book is much better than a movie in my opinion, so I'm really looking forward to digging into this one. The collector's edition, and it has an included poster. Divergent, Insurgent, ta-da, like that. Okay. It's not huge, but it's kind of cool. And I also have removable tattoos with all the factions that are in these stories. And they're complete in the book. And for a used book, this is unusual, okay? One choice can transform you, one choice can destroy you. And the factions are Abnegation, the selfless, Candor, the honest, Amity, the peaceful, Erudite, the intelligent, and Dauntless, the brave. So, I don't know what faction I belong in, but it's fun to think about it. So that is something I really needed to pick up. Now it has a cover price of $19.99 US, and Value Village's rules are if it's over $14.99, it's $5.99 for the used book. Okay, so this is definitely over $14.99 by $5. And so it was $5.99 and tax, which is fine for me. It is a big, big book. And it's got the extras. So really, really happy with picking this one up. Talks about character death. Free for. Tobias tells the Divergent story. Trying to get a count on the pages here. Bonus materials. Acknowledgements. Where's the end of the book? Okay, 525 pages of the actual book, and then there's a bunch behind that. And it even includes a ribbon, which I find is really handy. If you don't have a bookmark handy, it's got one in it. You can just close it up and pick up where you left off. That is really great in a book this size. And I love the cover. It's got this raised tree logo, and it's beautiful colors. Let's just take that off. There is the Be Strong, V. Roth. But there's the plain hardcover here. The dust jacket is beautiful. But if you haven't followed those movies or the books, I encourage you to look them up on Google and on YouTube. I think there's some versions of them on YouTube as well. But it is a really interesting story, very riveting. You get involved with the characters and you're rooting for them. And just sitting on the edge of your seat wondering what they're going to do next. So anyway, that was the bonus on top of the 6 I got from Dollar Tree. Anyway, I want to thank you very much for watching. And if you're not subscribed yet, please consider hitting that subscribe button. And don't forget to ring the bell so that you'll be notified of new videos that I upload. And I'm trying to upload every other day. So Thanks again, and we'll see you on the next one. Happy reading. Bye for now.